Hi, this is the review of the order trading system activity for October the 18th, 2021. We had 4 trades on that day. All 4 trades were buys. First trade was dvax. That's NVAX Technologies Corporation, tripped at 11:40:03 a.m. at a price of 17.37. It closed the day at 17.14, up 1.18%, and is up 0.64% early morning here. So it did come up, but it did not maintain, it looks like. So yeah, so 11:40, roughly around here. So 11:52. 11:38:48. It's almost 15 minutes where it was positive right after a trip, so that's, I consider it a positive. Not a great time frame, but still it's 15 minutes, which I accept as a time frame to be targeted for positive results. And when I look to see, volume came up there, but in the afternoon it actually came up in the afternoon. Same thing, MACD came up and then went down a bit sideways. In the afternoon period it came up again. DI came up. Afternoon actually was a little bit more negative than positive, even though mid-afternoon it came up a bit, but you can see at the end of the day it went down. Bollinger Band's okay because it did go up, came down, and basically went sideways, and the end of the day didn't hit too drastically via the Bollinger Band indicator, so it definitely would have been a positive or possible if it didn't include a positive result. Next trade is GSAT, that's Global Star Incorporated, tripped at 12:26:58 p.m. at a price of 158. It closed the day at 156, up 1.96%, is up 0.64% early morning here. 12:26, so roughly around this time, and we see is 158, so around the 12:38 period it came up, stayed up. 12:58, 1:30, so we're talking over half an hour, almost 3/4 of an hour time where it was above its tripping price, the period right after it tripped. Check to see what the indicators look like. OBB came up roughly a little bit on that, but the afternoon volume came down. MACD came up, and averages came down in the afternoon, up a little bit mid-afternoon, but end of the day negatively. DI actually strong across the board, both positive and negative, but you can see it was positive for the morning, early afternoon, and was negative and a little bit positive, so it was showing somewhat of a negative trend in the afternoon. And Bollinger Band, you see, came up here, and then you see it trailed off a little bit, but luckily enough in the afternoon it was moving sideways a lot, and then that drop off at the end of the day. Next trade is SNAP. That's Snap Incorporated, tripped at 2:55:01 p.m. at a price of 75.80. It closed at 75.80, down 1.99%, and it's up 1.08% early morning here. So it's definitely a positive result there. We'll see if there's any possibility here. Tripped at 255. 76. Yeah, pretty much mid to late afternoon it was positive above its tripping price for the good portion of time. Not extensive. It didn't shoot up, but it stayed consistently above the tripping price. The indicators are OBB shows it came up in the afternoon. MACD came up, trailed off a little bit, but again, that's normal for averages to do something like that. And DI, you can see it was up pretty much for the period it was monitored, moving a little bit negative at the end of the day closing, but Bollinger Band just shows this stock just was moving upwards. So that stock definitely was moving positive. Next trade is NVAX. That's NVAX Incorporated, tripped at 3:05 p.m. at a price of 166.03. It closed the day at 166.25, so that's a positive because it closed above its tripping. And we will have a look at the indicators to see what they look like. Volume looks good. Averages look okay. Drop off at the end of the day closing. DI, same thing, looks good. Drop off a little bit at the end of the day. And Bollinger Band, same thing, look good. And drop off at the end of the day. Stock technically was moving positive. Just at closing, it started moving negative a little bit. But anyways, that's 100% positive results. I'll leave it at that. Thank you.